What's up, fellow adult collectors? Welcome to Civilian Collectibles. Today, I'm going to be reviewing the Dino Charge Gold Ranger from Wave 3 of the Power Rangers Lightning Collection. If this is the first time you're landing on my channel, my name is Seville, and here I like to discuss action figures and other collectibles based on my favorite movies, TV shows, and video games. If you like what you see here, please give it a thumbs up and comment below, and if you want to see more from me, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. I've already done videos for the rest of Wave 3, so if you haven't seen those yet, be sure to check those out after this video. But for now, let's take a good close look at the Gold Ranger. Right off the bat, I must say that I'm really reluctant to call this gold. After I pulled them out of the box, I actually had to go back and double check it to make sure that's what the box said. But to me, this doesn't represent gold. This is more like a mustard yellow, and then maybe bronze for the sleeves. Now when I pull out the Beast Morphers Gold Ranger, that is what gold should look like. Now I know their on-screen counterparts didn't share the exact same shades of gold, but just for the sake of comparison, let's look at each of those. In my opinion, the Beast Morphers Gold is much closer to the color it should be, while the Dino Charge Gold is a very bland yellow, instead of being the shiny metallic color that it should look like. Since I never did review the Dino Charge Red Ranger from Wave 1, I'm going to go ahead and take this opportunity to kind of do so alongside the Gold Ranger. They do share most of the same sculpt, with the primary differences being the chest area where the designs are different, as well as the helmets. The Gold Ranger does have the extra shoulder pad, but it's really all one piece with the wings on the back. Another gripe about the color is that for some reason they totally missed the silver pad on the gloves. I don't understand why it's on one but not the other. They literally could have just passed the same accessory on. Also, the symbol inside the belt buckle should still be silver, just like the other Rangers. Why is that gold but not the suit? From the waist down, everything does pretty much match up from one Ranger to the next, until you get to the bottom of the boots. Again, they missed color. There should be black at the bottom of the Gold Ranger's boots, just like it is on the Red Ranger. The arms do use the exact same mold, with the scale lines actually sculpted in rather than just being black lines like it is on the suits, which technically that isn't right either, but considering it's an added detail instead of just paint, I'm a little more okay with that. Each Ranger did come with plenty of accessories: a sword, lighting effects for the sword, alternate hands, and their morphers. The Red Ranger sword does look okay, but it's fairly basic. The Gold Ranger's sword looks pretty good, and it actually does open up just like it did on the show, even having the slots where he'd put in the Dino Chargers. The lightning effects are still made with the same soft plastic as usual, and can be easily maneuvered and placed around the swords. The sculpts of the morphers is pretty good, but the paint is a little lacking. The primary Rangers did all use this blaster type morpher, while the Gold Ranger used a specialized Terra morpher. Instead of just being a blaster he held in his hand, it hooked onto his forearm. Since you saw it was loose a second ago, it can be taken on and off the figure simply by removing the hand. Their unmasked civilian head sculpts do look okay, but they're far from being the best of the line. While I do think any fan of the show can make out who it's supposed to be, the accuracy is just really not quite there, especially on the Gold Ranger himself. Now I'm going to do a quick run through of the articulation on just the Gold Ranger. However, it does pretty much match all the previous Lightning Collection Rangers. The head does get a pretty good range of motion up and down, as well as full rotation side to side. The shoulders also have full rotation, and the armor is soft enough to move out of the way in order to not block that motion. It also has butterfly joints to aid in front and back movement, plus the biceps also have full rotation. The double jointed elbows do fold really well, and the wrist pegs also have full rotation as well as the back and forth movement. The torso continues to have the same ball joint in the upper half, as well as the ab crunch in the lower half. Moving down to the legs, the hip joints do spread out pretty far sideways, and almost just as good front to back. There is full rotation at the thigh cut, plus at the top of the boot. The double jointed knees fold really well, and the ankles do have full rotation and pivot motion. So, with all that said, it's time to run this Power Rangers Lightning Collection Dino Charge Gold Ranger through my guidelines for a complete and fair review. While it's not a totally new sculpt, it does make all the appropriate changes and have the right details in the right places to signify this character. However, as bad as the primary color is, as well as the missing colors on the boots and gloves, I have to dock the overall accuracy. Other than that, it does have more than 20 points of articulation, and it is in scale with the rest of the line. The figure does balance really well, it comes with plenty of accessories, and the roughly $20 price point is fair for the Lightning Collection. Accessibility in physical stores is probably going to stay pretty limited because it's only one per case. However, I think it can be ordered pretty easily online. After going through the articulation, some joints in the arm did get kind of loose, making some poses with the sword a bit more difficult to maintain, leading to an 8 out of 10 star rating, meaning it's still an excellent figure that is a must-own for all fans of the character. Therefore, if you've already got the Dino Charge Red Ranger, I can still recommend adding the Gold Ranger to your shelf to continue that team. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like this video,
Get over here!
and subscribe to Civilian Collectibles.